How's it going, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Anthony, and today I'm going to be talking to you about signs of a spiritual awakening. Now, to some people, spiritual awakenings may seem a bit esoteric for them. If it does to you, then I would recommend not watching the rest of this video. That being said, for anybody who decided to stick around, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. So here are like 5 classic signs that you may be, or you are, some of you already know that you are going through a spiritual awakening. So first one down on this list would be you are having ideas to benefit humanity and leave it in better shape than when it was when you came in. For some people, that may be shooting YouTube videos, it may be personal training, it may be holistic healing, it may be Reiki healing, yoga, yogis, running meditation classes, things of that nature. Volunteering at a soup kitchen, helping drug addicts or homeless people, starving children, things of that nature. You want to help humanity, and some of y'all have like really great ideas. I hear it all the time. Some people want to make music, to touch people's souls and help them realize that they're not alone in this world. I think that's where a lot of artists get their motivation from, is realizing that they're not really doing it for themselves anymore. They're doing it to benefit humanity. I guess the second I realized that it's not all about me, it was, first of all, that was like a huge shift for me personally. What you mean the world doesn't revolve around me? What? Of course it does. That for some people that can be a huge shift, and for me that definitely was. But yeah, second on this list would be you want to indulge in spiritual material, reading esoteric books. My personal favorite would have to be Eckhart Tolle. He's the author of The Power of Now, and maybe reading articles online. You want to know about Kundalini awakening. You want to know about the benefits of yoga, the benefits of meditation. Some of y'all may go to church and avid religious, people. Some of y'all, you want to know the meaning behind things. For me, that was, there was a long period of time where I just kind of went into the dark, shut off, closed the door and locked myself in a room with a couple books and, fasted and prayed and read a lot of spiritual material that changed my life for the better. You might want to look into like a high vibrational diets, how to keep myself in a flow state. Keep myself in a flow state. For me, I looked into yoga a lot, and that was pretty interesting. I did a little bit of yoga. Kundalini yoga in general. If you don't know what Kundalini is, I'll be making another video on that soon. But yeah, crystal work is also another one. Like people who get crystals and wear them. I think I got one over here. Clear quartz, great for setting intentions and clearing your energy. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, you're just interested. If you're watching this video, like if you're still watching this video right now, then you're probably going through a spiritual awakening, or you just wanted to watch a video and kind of see what this is all about. But I highly doubt that you would have already stopped watching this. Anyways, for the third one, I wrote, and this one relates to me so much because I've had this since I was a kid. It was just like a knowingness. It was just always there that something isn't quite right. The ideas and views of the world, just don't quite match up with my soul. You may feel different. just a knowingness that you're different, that your mind is different. Not, you know, everybody's unique in their own way, of course, whether you're going through a spiritual awakening or not, everybody's different. But there's just a knowingness that you were meant for bigger things. You were meant for to it's gonna sound corny, but you were meant to fly, like um yeah, just for me, like ever since I was a young kid, I always knew I was different. I got in trouble a lot in school. I never really fit in. I was a rule breaker. I did not like following rules at all to save my life. I still kind of don't like following rules. Um, but yeah, that's a good one. Knowingness, you just know. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the fourth one. You may begin to trigger people, and by that I mean people may become triggered by your presence. They may, you come around and like, oh, there goes that chakra 11, love everybody type dude. It's not as easy as it sounds. you know People think that once you're on a spiritual path that you can no longer relate to them, and in a way that's true. In a way that's very true. But you'll find your tribe, I guess, as you raise your vibrational set point and get more deeply involved in your spiritual practices. But yeah, I mean, people called me crazy. People called me weird. He's a hippie. I've been called dirty hippie, young punk, all types of things. But I never really let it get to me because I know deep down I've got a knowingness now of self-worth and respect and compassion for myself and for others. That doesn't mean that necessarily that they're bad people because they don't know exactly what's going on with you. It's kind of a reflection, of self. They People see that you've changed and they don't really like the fact that you changed because they're scared of change themselves. If that makes any sense at all, I hope it does. I know for me, it was rough, but I got over it. You will develop thick skin as the journey progresses, but at first, I know I had a really bad anxiety, really bad depression. I was very sensitive, I guess you'd say, to certain things, and I dealt with it in the most unhealthy coping mechanisms known to man. But as time progressed, I got over it. I faced my fears, and I guess slayed a dragon, as Joseph Campbell would say it. But yeah, man. Forget the naysayers. You know exactly what it is you're feeling. You know exactly what it is you're going through, and that's all that matters. Is that you know everything's gonna be alright. It's like you'll eventually get like a cosmic affirmation that you're on the right path. I get them all the time, yeah. And the fifth one would. I don't know if I should throw this in there. I'm gonna throw it in there. Dark night of the soul. You'll hear this a lot in spiritual conversations or spiritual YouTube channels. A dark night of the soul is when the knowingness becomes so intense that you can no longer deny the fact that you are different. That's it, you're different. And you're very sensitive. Dark night of the soul is like a depression phase. It's like a going deep within into our shadows and into the darkness that dwells inside of us because of outside circumstances, maybe the environment you live in. For a long time, like I had this very fear-based mentality of like, what are they gonna think of me? Just fear, running rampant in my mind, and I was so delusional, and then I became collusional, I guess that usually happens, to people who are running on egocentric based fear. They become delusional, and then they collide. You know, fall. Um, it's been proven and tested in, just look at history. You know. So yeah, for me, I went through a very dark night of the soul. You know, and it got to the point where, you know, I'd lock my door and I'd just go within and just read all these spiritual books that I had, and look up these videos, and I felt like my only friends were like on the other side of the world, you know, like going through spiritual awakenings and stuff. You know, eventually I found my tribe, you know, people who I can relate to, you know, out here in Houston, Texas. I love this city. I never thought it would happen in Houston, Texas, the fourth largest city of the world. You just think Houston, Texas, you know, it's like, whoa, so much commercialism and stuff. Nah, man, there's beautiful people out here, and I have no doubt that you'll find your tribe too, as you raise your vibrational set point. And that's another thing that I'm going to get into later on in this series, I guess. But yeah, this is my first video. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and subscribe to my channel if you like this type of esoteric stuff. I definitely plan on making a video every single day, at least one video a day. But yeah, man, I'm just a normal guy. You know, I go to work, I pay my taxes, and yeah, and I follow spiritual principles every day. And just go ahead and follow me on Instagram at the Third Wish, and yeah, namaste.